Ox Hare presents, in association with True Story FM, the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society. Today's episode, The Six-Pointed Star.
Good. Now, Perry, turn your wrist and pick up the blade and let's try again. Now, face me. No, turn your body away and face me.
How can I turn away and still face you?
Aim your shoulder at me and look over it.
I'm turned sideways. Why do I have to be twisted?
You are presenting a smaller target to your foes this way. They can only attack the slimmest part of your body.
I just don't get this. Listen, I know sword fighting is your thing, but it's not mine. Why do I need to know this?
The world is a harsh place, much harsher as of late. If you are to work with us, to be in our sphere, there is a good chance calamity will come to call. I only wish you to be ready.
Perhaps swords just aren't her thing.
Her thing. Oh, I'm tired of hearing about a thing. If this is not your thing, then what is your thing?
I'm just saying, if I didn't have a sword and I was able to sort of bat my eyelashes, maybe giggle a little, then I could get up close to them like this.
Oh, my.
And then I could take this knife and slide it right between their ribs.
Sure, kid. That'd be great. But what if you go up against someone who won't let you get that close? Like the New Mexican? Not only could he shoot the earrings out of your lobes from down the street, his affections do not that way turn.
Yeah, well, I'd think of something.
Of course you would. But having a variety of skills gives you options.
You sound like my mother.
What was that?
I think we might have a visitor. Goldie?
One who didn't wait for me to answer the door.
Please, ladies, I need your help.
Of course, let us take care of you.
No time. Just take this. Don't let him have it.
Don't let who have what?
Promise me. You won't let him get it back.
We don't understand.
Yes, we promise.
I can't.
Goldie?
It's too late. She's gone.
Ah, the poor dear. You've earned your rest. We'll take it from here.
And what do we have here? Some kind of stone, pink and polished.
May I see it?
I suppose so. Allez up.
I think you mean alley-oop.
I most certainly do not. Have you not stolen enough from we French? Now you take our expressions too?
Don't worry, Goldie. She's very sensitive about cultural approbation. What is that?
Let me have a look with my magnifying glass. Looks like it's quartz, ruby quartz.
Hang on. How do you know what ruby quartz looks like?
My mother was a fence.
I must have misheard this, or my grasp of English is not what I imagined it to be. Did you say fence?
Yeah, that was her job. She took in stolen items and found people who would be willing to buy them. She taught me how to tell the valuable from the crap.
And this?
Crap. I mean, it's very pretty, smoothed, polished, even has this scored line around the edge, like maybe where a necklace mount went, but it's not rare. I'd say it's only sentimental value, even with the diasterism.
The what?
You even lost me on that one.
Diasterism. The star shape in the quartz? With rose quartz, it can even do this when you hold it up to the light. See how the six-pointed star shines out?
It's beautiful.
It is, but hardly worth dying for.
We need to find out who this woman was.
And who she was trying to keep this from.
You'd better get a wiggle on. Looks like the directorate is looking for her. They're going house to house and they're not being nice about it.
What did you bring to our front door?
Goldie sees that her body is taken care of. There is an envelope in the left-hand drawer of your desk labeled Floriste. Contact them and do whatever they tell you.
Got it. What are you two going to do?
Make a public spectacle of ourselves, of course.
Search every house. Don't let anyone stand in your way. We must find that girl.
Oh, boys.
Huh? Look, it's Madame Liberté.
Lots of lonely men looking for a girl? Oh, that's so sad. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have something shinier? Like this?
The Asteria Petra.
So that's what they call it. Greek, right?
That does not belong to you.
Perhaps not, but there is a higher authority than even your emperor that governs in this case.
What?
It's called Finders Keepers.
We found, we keep. Any questions?
Men, to the roof. Get them.
That's right, boys. Catch us if you can.
Did you have to make them so angry?
It's in my nature. It also stops them from sinking.
At least we drew them away from the citizens. What now?
Oh, I don't know what this is, but if they want it, we don't want them to have it. I'd advocate giving it to the rebel forces.
The Maquisards? Must we? That means dealing with Pollux. Ugh.
Is not so bad.
That's because you don't have to deal with his wandering eyes or his roaming hands. There's got to be a better alternative.
Well,
You've already contacted him, haven't you?
I have, yes.
Liberté.
Things were moving quickly. A decision had to be made.
Perhaps I can offer an alternative.
Who the devil are you?
Virgil Walcott, Esquire, rightful owner of that pretty little gem you've got there.
How do we know that to be true?
Because I know what it does when you shine a little light through it. Besides, who'd really want something like that? They say it's cursed.
Then why do you want it back?
Perhaps I'm the one who cursed it. I'm not, but wouldn't that have been something?
Are you drunk?
Not yet, but give me time. It was so devilish a Pearl to wait until I was well into my cups before she ran off with my goods. I shall have to have a stern talk with her.
She is dead.
Ah, well, that's one problem solved. Now, hand over the stone.
And if we don't?
If you don't, let's see, I suppose I'll, rain down chaos and destruction on you, the likes of which you've never seen. How about that, liberté and egalite?
What could you do, a skinny drunk fop?
Perhaps I am more than I appear. Or perhaps I have access to the largest standing army and one of the biggest bank accounts on the planet.
Heavens, you're one of the 6.
The 6. So dull. But like poo on your shoe, some things stick no matter what you do. Yes, I am indeed, me and my 5 siblings, your fearfully titled 6.
What's the stone to you?
What's it to you? A token, a trifle. Its only value is knowing that I value it. So, name your price, and I shall, with great gusto, bribe you right up to your eyeballs.
We don't want your money.
Oh, yes you do. Fine, forgive the term bribe. How about a contribution to your cause? Or let me build you a hospital for sick orphan cats or the like. Or just untraceable cash. I can do that too.
No, we will not collude with you. We cannot be bought.
Well, that's just stupid. Fine then, one thing I hate is being alone. So I'm not. I'm traveling with my personal guard. You'll find they're a step up from the rank and file. You know, like the ones gaining on you from behind.
So we've moved into threats.
No, silly girl. We're just establishing the game. Now comes the threat. El Capitan, show them the pawn.
Get your hands off me.
Goldie,
Caught her trying to dispose of a body. Now, it's my understanding that that is a capital offense, and if it's not, it will be by morning. Either way, my duly deputized arbiters of law and order are within their rights to execute her right on the spot. But come to think of it,
What are you doing? Let go.
so am I. Why should the wage slaves have all the fun, right? So a simple case of you scratch my back, I don't cut her throat. The gym for the girl, what do you say? Come on, make it snappy. Your overeager assistant's life for the gym. It's a simple exchange.
What is it about this gem that's so important?
How about because it's mine? It's a family heirloom and also none of your damn business. This is me being reasonable. The next phase involves me killing her in front of you, then having all these soldiers hurt you real bad, arrest you, hurt you worse, and then we get to go to kangaroo court.
Liberté?
Marigold, I'm sorry, but giving in to ultimatums just isn't my thing.
Oh, I understand. Hey, mister, I'm so sorry
Sorry for what?
that you're gonna have to learn to write with the other hand. Ha!
Oh, my hand!
Goldie, jump!
Jump? Where?
Off the edge!
Are you crazy?
Probably, but we're jumping regardless.
Ah!
Here, let me help you out.
Did you know the water was there?
I was reasonably sure.
Reasonably.
It is like with love. Sometimes you must leap without looking.
Nevertheless, we're safe. Wet, but safe.
Ah, and look, at the other end of the pier, there's Pollex's boat.
Ship. Looks like he's preparing to depart, but I'm more worried about Walcott and his men, who are now between us and it.
While I find myself concerned about the battalion of soldiers who have finally caught up with us.
I've got my own concerns. Is that a flying lady?
Oh no.
Equity Electric.
Hello, Madame Liberté. Nice to see you again so soon.
Why are you here?
What good is having a hero on the payroll if they don't come when you call? But she's not alone.
The Red Rapscallion.
In the flesh.
How'd you get mixed up in this? Last time we met, you and Equity were enemies.
I've had a readjustment in my thinking.
You mean you've been paid off?
Exactly. It was pointed out to me that I can't be a war profiteer if there isn't a war. I'm here to make sure the conflict continues. But I don't recognize your third wheel there.
This is... Where'd you get that mask?
I found it. Seemed like I might need it today.
And do you have a name to go with this new face?
Of course. Seemed inevitable, really. Call me Mademoiselle Fraternité.
Quite a mouthful. Now you're recruiting kids into the fight?
The fight came to her. We just gave her the tools to meet it. I expected more from you, Equity. Look at the people you surround yourself with.
The inevitable victors, you mean? We have everything, the money, the manpower, and the time to use it all effectively.
But you don't have the stone.
Yet.
All right, ladies, the task is simple. Make our way through the crowd while keeping the stone away from them, get to the boat, make our escape.
Simple, clear, like a game. Just get to the goal.
And all the people trying to kill us?
Bad sports, one and all. I'll take red.
Walcott.
Leaving Equity for me. Fitting, no?
All right then, ladies. Are we ready?
Liberté.
Égalité.
Fraternité.
Ou la mort.
What was that last part?
Nothing you need to worry about. Go.
Find the stone. Bring it back to me. I throw in a bonus to the man who puts it in my hand.
I have it.
Then the prize is practically mine.
Red Rapscallion, right? How do you spell that?
Oh no, you won't get me the same way twice. You carry a sword? Let's see you try to use it without the use of your hands.
Bound. Fine then. Over to you. Alley-oop.
Got it.
And I've got you. Just hand it over. This doesn't have to get ugly.
The situation has always been ugly. I'm sorry you're too blind to see it.
Hand it over. I'll cause a distraction and you and your girls can get away.
What equity? Are you attempting to change sides?
Hell no. I don't want to have to bury another friend.
You forgive me if I don't buy the crocodile tears. Trusting you is not a wise move at this point, as I'm sure you can see.
And that sword of yours is a great conductor of electricity. The stone. Now.
Fine. Here you go.
What, really?
Of course not. Allez up!
Mine. Hello, gorgeous.
Why, thank you. I try to keep fit. You're the girl that cut my hand.
I am. Come closer and I'll cut something else off.
We both made some mistakes. Words were said, skin was sliced, but bygones, right? Tell you what, whatever they're paying you, I'll double it. Today, cash in your hand.
Not interested.
Come on, you're not one of them, a believer in the cause. You're just a down-on-her-luck girl trying to get by. You just fell in with the wrong crowd.
You don't know me.
Honeypot, you think you're one of a kind? I've paid off a dozen just like you. Tell you what, you give me the stone, take the cash, and you can spend the rest of your days in a drunken stupor, never feeling a thing.
Like you do.
Don't knock it till you tried it. A little haze makes the days go by smooth.
Not gonna happen.
Fine then. This sword was made by a silversmith in Spain. Went insane shortly thereafter. It's called Agudo Loco. No one can figure out how he made the silver so tough and yet so sharp.
You really know how to use a sword?
Do you? I admit I may have stacked the deck a bit. I poisoned the blade, too. So you have to kill me, little girl. But all I have to do is nick you, and it's 23 skidoo. What do you say to that?
I say alley-oop.
All mine.
Missed. Tell you what, how about we run off with the thing and then ransom it back to them? Split the profits, 60-40. Fine, 55-45. Everybody needs money. What do you say to that?
I say, alley-oop.
I knew you'd say that.
To me.
Dollface, you are really starting to ruffle my feathers. I might have missed the wedding, but at this rate, you won't make it to your anniversary. Mr. Walcott has been more than fair.
Mr. Walcott, listen to you. You once called the president Ted, and it's Mr. Walcott.
That was the President of the United States. This is one of the 6.
But who are they?
They're more than 3 girls with swords can handle, that's for darn sure. The only reason they haven't wiped you from history is that you were too small to notice. But the toughest bug still gets killed by the weakest swatter.
I would rather die on my feet than live on my knees.
You might get your wish today.
Ah, allez up!
Mine.
No, it's mine. You're good, little girl. I can see you've been paying attention to your teacher, but you're also slowing down. All it's going to take is one slip up, and it's curtains. This how you want to end your short, sad little life? Dead on a dock in the dark?
I could think of worse.
And I can think of 10 better. Like fat, old, surrounded by beautiful dames, likely naked, the heads of all my enemies on golden trays all around me.
You've given this a lot of thought.
It's what gets me out of my huge bed in the morning. You got a dream? I got a checkbook. Just give me the stone. No, don't.
Alley-oop.
Throw it again. I'm gonna punch you right in your Cupid doll face.
You gotta catch me first.
Got it. Almost there. The ship's casting off. We'll have to jump for it. You ready, ladies?
We can't go yet. They'll just follow us onto the boat.
Ship. And you're right.
I got an idea. Egalite. Change partners.
Got it. Ready? Switch.
What? How did I get stuck with the kiddo? Don't make me no never mind. Lights out, little lady.
Ow! But I got it.
Hey, my whip is wrapped around your arm. Give that back.
Need to borrow it, but here's 5 for your trouble.
Ow!
Liberté.
I'm ahead of you in this. Throw the line.
Allez hop.
Ah, finally, you get it right. Égalité.
Ready.
Allez hop.
Got it.
Look, you had your fun, but we're not letting you on that boat.
You'll have something else to worry about. First off, that's way too much sword for an amateur.
My sword, that costs more than you make in a year.
Shows what you know. I'm an heiress. Ever hear of a tailor's knot?
No.
Then let me show you one.
My wrists.
You have a swimming pool in your ridiculously large mansion?
I have 5.
Good. Then I'm sure you've learned to swim.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Well, the first of you was pretty awful. Send my regards to King Neptune. Hup.
The whip! It's tied to my jetpack. Can't take the weight.
This is you being dragged down by your bad choices. Fitting, no?
Zinnia, don't do this. You have no idea what they're capable of.
I see what they did to my friend. That's an evil that needs to be stopped. Goodbye, Equity. Hop!
Keep running. We're almost there.
What about Red?
Not sure. Probably ran off when he saw what happened to his benefactor.
That one's no fool. Come on, jump for it. We made it.
Arrivé comme des cheveux sur la soupe.
More like by the skin of our teeth.
Hold on. You speak French?
Well, yeah, a little. But since they outlawed it, I don't go around advertising.
Our marigold has hidden layers.
Don't you mean Mademoiselle Fraternité?
Yeah, about that. I didn't mean to. I mean, we never talked about...
Colby, welcome to the team.
You join us at a terrible time. Things are just going to get harder from here on out. Now, one of the 6 is after us, with all the resources he can muster.
But we still got the stone, for whatever that brings us.
Luck, I hope.
Ladies, that was quite a daring escape. And madam, may I say how lovely you look this evening. Late night combat really suits you.
Captain Pollux, good evening. I'm a bit late in asking. Permission to come aboard?
It is. But for you, I grant it with great joy. I'll get the cook to put us together some dinner, and you can tell me all about it.
Yes, I'm sure all 3 of us are hungry.
All 3? Oh, well, I'll see if we can squeeze in 2 more chairs.
Oh, let me help.
Well, hello there. Did I mention I'm the captain of this ship?
I believe you did.
Let me show you around.
Lead on, Captain.
Zinnia, what's wrong?
I know not. I feel as if something is not right.
That's just battle nerves.
It's not that. Well, not just that. It's just... Do you hear that?
Hear what?
You're coming with me, sweetie.
Saffron!
Zinnia, no!
What is it? What happened?
It was Equity. She was just suddenly there with Red's whip and she grabbed her. Took her.
Took who?
Zinnia, she grabbed her and flew off. We have to go back. Turn the ship around.
We can't. Aside from the time it would take, we have a hull full of refugees and contraband. Plus, by now, that dock will be swarming with soldiers.
We could fight.
And lose. This is a battle for another day.
My wife is in the hands of our enemies.
And we'll get her back.
Hold fast, Zinnia. I'm coming for you.
Episode 6, The Six-Pointed Star, our shocking season finale, was written, directed, and edited by Kyle Olson. Our producer and sound designer is the mad genius known as Ryan Fitzpatrick. Starring Amy Shaw as Zinnia, Anastasia Plum as Saffron, Kara Gallo as Goldie, Shannon Jelly as Equity Electric, Jacob Staval as the Soldier and Captain Pollux, and Justin Kent as not only the Red Rapscallion, but also Virgil Wolcott. Our theme song is written and performed by Headley Knights. Our interstitial music is Intended Force by Kevin McLeod. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Ox Hare so you won't miss the next thrilling adventure. The Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society is an Ox Hare media production. Old format, new ideas.